Hi guys, how are you doing? Hopefully, y'all had a good week. Me, I'm doing fine. As you can see, I'm glowing. I look pretty every day. And for the fact that God has kept me alive, I can say thank you to Him. Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Carol. I had an accident in 2024 date 7, and then I endured the gloving injuries, as you can see, and I was only hit on the face. The last episode we left where I went for my first surgery, and then um when I woke up after 13 hours. My first surgery was done on 10th of January 2024, and I woke up after 13 hours, and I woke up in the lift, and that's when I look up. I realized that I could see with this eye, because this one, it was like totally gone. When I woke up, I saw the nurse who was taking me to the ward, and then I asked her like what really happened. Then that's when she took me back. She told me that, Carol, we had taken you for a surgery. And that's when now I snapped back. I remember that, oh my God, I had an accident. So they took me to theater, and then I realized it was dark. And then when we got to the ward, I realized that they were transferring blood to my body because I lost a lot of blood. And the following day morning, I had a dream. And this is the dream that showed me that my accident was not just an accident. Before I had an accident, I missed two accidents. The first accident, I was going to work. I was wearing earphones, and I could not see that car coming. And then that guy was really hooting so loud. So he expected me to move, but I could not. Okay, I could not hear the hoot of the car. That's what the first one. The second one, I was still going to that work that I was doing. I used to be a waitress in a certain hotel. Um, so I was crossing the road. I crossed, and then when I was in the pavement where not no car are allowed, that car came to me. It almost hit me. That's what the second accident. And then this was the third accident. So I had a dream. I dreamt of being, I was deep down in a pit, full of mud. And then we were so many people in that pit. And then there was like a master who was telling us, all of you need to climb up to the top. Imagine you are in a pit full of mud, and then you are supposed to climb, like it was raining in that pit. It was wet. And then you are told to climb up to the top of the mountain. So I did my best in that dream. Like I really, really climbed. I climbed until I was on top of that. I was I climbed until I was on top in that dream. And then when I got there on top, I found someone in disguise, someone who was in disguise like my uncle. And then he asked me, do you want me to return you back to where you were? And then I asked him, why are you telling me that you want to return me? Do you know how much I have struggled to come up, to climb up to here where I am? And then I woke up. Then when I woke up, it was 8 a.m. The doctors, they were there. And then I told the doctor the dream that I had. And then he told me, Carol, yesterday we took you for a surgery, and this is what we did. So he read to my file. He told me that we did something called primary suturing. We returned your nose. We did some stitches on your face, but we saw that you have an exposed bone. So they told me that my skull bone, this bone, it was exposed. And they also told me that my lower eyelid, this lower eyelid got lost also. So I was so stressed. And then I asked them, guys, do you think that I'm going to be okay? And then they told me, yeah, we will do our best. And then I told them that I'm so hungry, I've not eaten in 3 days. And then the doctor asked me, Carol, are you going to take milk and some eggs? And then I said yes. And then I woke up and then I looked myself in the mirror and then I saw my face full of bandages. Okay. It was not easy for me to understand that I will ever be okay, that I will ever heal, that I will be pretty again. I keep I kept on asking the doctors if I'll be okay. And they kept on telling me that I'll be okay. And then I was given these crazy medicines. Those medicines, I will keep on saying they are crazy because, those medicines, they were making me feel like I am losing it. They were making me feel like I should like jump. Hmm? Because the hospital, where the floor that I was in the hospital, it was fifth floor. Those medicines, they are so strong. But because of my injuries, it is a must. I had to take those medicines. After like few hours, my mom came to visit me, and for the first time, I saw my mom after 3 days after the accident. And then I told her what the doctors have said, that I am okay. But I also told her that I have an exposed bone here. For the first time, my mom did not cry that day. Apparently, she was so overjoyed. She told me, wow, at least there's some changes. I can see now they're doing something to your face. But I was in pain. I was in so much pain because my whole face was swollen. You will see, I will put a picture there, you will see. I was only using this eye to see. Only this one is the one that I was using to see. This one, apparently they stitched it, they closed it for a month. So I was only using this. And remember, this exposed bone here, my doctors told me that I have to use namosaline. You know namosaline, that salt water that when you go to the hospital they normally inject you with. I used to pour that namosaline here. Remember, they have to bandage it. They have to put some dressing, and they also have to put water, that namosaline, so that this bone, the exposed bone, should not dry. If it dries up, my story is over. Um, that day, there was this nurse who came to tell me that, Carol, because they did first surgery to your face, now it is good that you go to where we have other patients. So the nurse told me that, Carol, we need to mix you with the rest of the patients because we can say that you can see. We can say that you can see. Because initially they had wrapped my whole face because I had degloving injuries. So crazy injuries that they were so terrifying. Can I say that half of my face was gone? So when I was taken to that ward, I was taken to bed number 5 and they created a friend. When I got there, I found people that are very sick. Let me tell you, until you go to hospital, that's when you can understand that how precious life is. Me, I don't take anything for granted whatsoever. For me, everything is a gift. For me, everything is a present. For me, even smelling, it is a present. For me, seeing with both of my eyes, it is a gift that I cannot take it for granted. For me, going to the shower and showering, my mom really washed me. For those surgeries that I have been through, my mom have really done a good work of washing me. I even told you that this nurse, they washed my body. Do you know how somebody feel like you feel ashamed when somebody wash you? You feel like you're so needy. Everything for me right now, I don't take anything for granted. I am so grateful for this life. Every day for me, it is a gratitude. My heart is full of gratitude every day. So when I got there, I created a friend, and I created this friend. She was called Abesi Kenya, a mother to Ian Baraka. That's the child that I really supported on TikTok, and I really pushed him so that he can have a surgery. This boy, he was shot by cattle bandits who wanted to unalive them. Guys, I love all of you, and I sell handbags, guys. I sell handbags. Please promote me, and I'm going to write my number that down there. If you want to promote me, you promote me. I sell handbag like this one is 500. This one is 1700. Delivery is countrywide. I'm in Kenya. Guys, I love you so much, and thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking, and thank you for comments. I love all of you. Bye.